Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Leo for April 2020. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hope you're all doing well. This is going to be, as I say, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium, whichever you associate with your Leo sign. This is going to be for you. I've cut the deck. We've got dreams coming true and the Empress. So this is the Nine of Cups and the Empress card. Did it randomly, but I have pre-shuffled. Let's dive right in. Let's see if we get the Empress and the Nine of Cups again. Something about July time for you that's going to be very beneficial, but let's have a look what messages are coming through for the month of April for you guys, for Leos. What is it Spirit wants to tell us for Leos? July, not July, April 2020. They keep giving me July, they keep giving me July. Okay, we've got the detached card here. Let's see, I think this is the Justice card. The Justice card. Okay, so this is about balance. All right, you're about to transition into a balanced state. So if your work life has been slow, this is about to recalibrate. If your love life has been slow, this is about to recalibrate. If you have wanting to start something, again, it could be that you're ending something to start something. This could also be karma. Okay, she's releasing the dove. This is God's promise. This is Source's promise. This is about light work and your mission. All right, you are about to undertake into a new mission. This is about the tree of life. Can you see in her cloak? She's got behind her, which is where she has been, it is the growth. And it's a promise of the new beginning. This is the promise of the new start, the new beginning. And the Ace of Swords. So it's about truth and clarity of belief, okay? Someone is releasing that butterfly there as a new transformational energy. This is about a karmic cleanse of old and transitioning into the new. But you're going to see, it's like you're having an upgrade. This is an intuitive upgrade. You're going to start seeing why you're here. If you are in a mournful period about why you're here or what you're here to do, or about what to do next, you are getting the answers. This is going to come to you, but you must release. Can you see there's a common theme here? She's releasing to gain something back. He's releasing to gain something. Can you see he's releasing, but he's holding onto his heart? So it's like there is an equal balance of give and take. There's an equal balance of release to give. Take your time with it. There's no rush. We've got the Four of Swords here. There's no rush in this. It says just breathe. This is the Four of Swords. This is about connecting with your new self. It's like your future self is coming through in your reading, telling your present self that it's going to be okay. But you must believe. If you're going through some hard times at the moment, you're going to get clarity. But this is also, look, Four of Swords with the Four of Swords with the Ace of Swords is also the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is change. The Five of Swords is actually change. In the traditional tarot, it's about conflict. The Five of Swords is about conflict. Do you have a conflict with the self that you've been going through? Are you conflicted at the moment between staying and going? Are you conflicted at the moment between feeling what's right and knowing what's right? Maybe you're in this transitional period of trying to understand and undertake what exactly your vision is or what you want for your future. Maybe you don't know. Well, I'm telling you here, this is on its way. Your Ace of Pentacles here, strengthening bonds. This is a new start. She's walking into the light. And the trees are bending and showing her the path, okay? Don't underestimate this season, this period, because there's a reason for all of this. And actually it's going to be allowing you to gain something from it. This is a tangible gift as well. Ace of Pentacles is something tangible. This is about growing roots from the root up. So it's like you're transitioning and you're growing. There's like a butterfly. You're kind of steadily moving into this this transitional energy. Again, the Four of Swords. This is your future self that you're meeting here. and it's like you're becoming accustomed. So you could be shedding quite a lot at the moment. You could be releasing quite a lot. And if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling low, don't discount that. Don't discount and just sit and be like, oh, let's pretend to bounce back. No, just sit in that energy until you feel better. Don't just pretend to feel better. Actually work through it. Don't sort of avoid that, you know, because this is the thing. This is meant for you to be manifesting. And sometimes when we're carrying quite a lot, it's hard to manifest. Because at the moment, where I'm seeing here is you're going from releasing something, you're detaching from something, and you're starting to see a new path, but you're kind of merging into your future self, and then you're ready straight away to manifest. So this is like your April's going to move very quickly. It could also be an unhealthy situation, attachment, relationship that maybe they're asking you to detach from in order to manifest this new life. That could also be the case. But yeah, we've got the Emperor here. This is the lead card, and it's falling in line with the Ace of Swords, the clarity of belief. So are you having to detach from one area of life? Because this is the Justice card and the Magician now. This is major arcanas. I'm hearing it's like the circle of life. It's like you're releasing, you're shedding, you're detaching in order to focus on what it is you're here to focus on. And then when you do that, your counterpart will be able to see the same. It's like you're starting to fine tune your vision and your intuitive pathway, and then your counterpart is as well. This is clarity of belief and the Emperor here. All right. I'm just hearing don't stop believing. You know that song, Don't Stop Believing. Leo, please, for April. There is a decision. If you've been in mixed minds about things, if you've been sort of very confused about what to do, because we've got the spread your wings, this comes after a period of isolation, that you're going to be able to understand and discern what it is that you need to know. If you're confused at the moment, don't sit and beat yourself up. Ride the wave. I'm going to keep saying that now. Ride the wave, because you're going to... I'm going to be honest with you. I'm getting things hidden from me every day in this room, okay? I'm getting little... everything. Eyelashes, eyelash glue. I've had my beauty blender, my hairbrush. I've got my beauty blender back and my hairbrush. Now I've lost my eyelash glue. But each time these things go missing, I just let that... if it happens, it happens, you know. Hi, sorry about that. I had a phone call. Right, so let's clarify the Strengthening Bonds card here. Wow. 8 of Wands. This is communication. Now, this looks like it's blue, but it's not. It's actually the 8 of Wands. It's success and growth. You're going to get communication and something offered. This is the Ace of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. It's like if you are around someone, let's say there's a connection here, let's say a twin flame soulmate that you are focused very heavily on at the moment. They're saying you must attach and manifest for yourself. All right? Because when you detach, your counterpart is going to be able to see the truth. Okay? They're going to be able to understand what it is they need to see about your connection. All right? Because your future self is trying to give you a kind of hint at the moment, all right? Because look, if they're making a decision, they need the space to do that. They need the space and the clarity to be able to make the decision in order to offer you this new life, in order to admit and be open about their communication. But the thing is, if you're still in an energy of a love connection where you're still in contact with them and maybe they're in a third party, try and... I mean, I'm not saying ignore them for the sake of ignoring them. I'm saying, you know, give it some space and time, because that's what it's needing. All right. Now we've got, now I think this is, I always get this card mixed up. Number 3. Nurture. Yeah, this is the Empress in reverse. This is the Empress card in the reverse. You're not nurturing yourself. I feel like you're possibly putting all your energy into another person, and what's going on is that is taken away from what you should be doing at the moment. We've also got number 5 of Wands, which is about competition. and it's about, maybe there's a third party around your counterpart, and that it's like you're putting so much energy into that it's not really helping anything. It's actually pausing this energy. You're also fighting yourself by doing that, because this is not it's not what spirit are. It's not what spirit want you to do in April. So if you feel like your person and you are going through excuse me, a bit of a separation, then, you know, just sort of ride that out. Throat chakra, this is communication, this is healing the throat chakra. What we're seeing at the moment in the world is going to really upgrade everyone's throat chakras, is going to really heal. So maybe, let's say for example, you're around someone who is not communicating how they feel, they're not admitting how they feel, maybe they're in a third party, maybe you're tiring yourself out trying to sort of put energy into that situation, and actually what Spirit's saying is just release that, focus on yourself. This is going to get healed in due course. The communication is going to get healed in due course. There could also be an addictive, codependent attachment around this. This is the devil. Okay, so you know, we are connected to everything. We are attached to nothing. Don't allow the energy to cloud your judgment about sort of gaining them at all costs, because this is not a possession. You know, this is someone that's needing time to understand things. Now again, this is the actual death card in the deck, which is about releasing, you know, the challenging times, the arguments, the kind of, there needs to be a release here. So if there's a gap in communication, there's a gap in contact, there's maybe you're not hearing from them, then you know, go with that. Because what happens here is, by the time that there's, you know, when they say you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder, it's a very true thing, but it's also going to heal the communication, because the perspective will also, you know, change. This is the 5 of Cups, so there's disappointment. There could also be a miscommunication, so watch for that. I think at the end of April, if I'm not mistaken, there may be, let's have a look if Mercury is in retrograde. One sec. Okay, it's actually Pluto that's in retrograde, which is on, I think, 26th of April. Pluto is the planet of regeneration, all right? I would look also where your Pluto is in your natal chart, because it may indicate which area of your life that this will really affect. I don't know why I want to say this, but for someone it's going to be Libra relationships, which if you're because it's going to, Pluto's in the sign of Capricorn, so Leo, where are we? July, August, so Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, so it's 5 houses away, so that will be in the 5th house, wouldn't it? Which is like children, playfulness. Something is shifting here around the April time, which again, if you're feeling like this is coming around the sort of middle part of April, look towards the end part of April around the 26th, because I feel like it's like there's a pause to recalibrate, a pause to regroup, a pause as a sort of a rebirth. But this is what's coming afterwards. This is the precursor to the change of communication, the change of awareness, so that people can communicate better and people are on the same page. And rather than kind of relying on people for certain things, it's like you're becoming aware of your own limitations and releasing them, hence the Pluto in retrograde. What else can you tell me please about throat chakra and the 5 of Cups? What else can you tell me? Wow, this is the Lovers. So there could also be a choice that's going to be made here. Again, could be relating to a third party situation. It could be about an awareness that's coming around. And again, I feel like it might kickstart around the Pluto in retrograde around the 26th of April. Let's see what else they're going to tell us here about this. Okay, so what else can you tell me please for Leo for April? Leo, please. Yeah, there's definitely a third party situation, but this is about a collaborative effort, okay? So let's say, for example, your person is in a third party situation and you're feeling like you're hard done by. Let them work that out for themselves, because I feel like you're going to be supported in another way that is going to benefit you. Yeah, look, this is going to be, some of you will get contact, some of you will have a chance to have that 2 of Cups energy and work together with your person, because you're manifesting it. This is the Magician energy. You're starting to manifest that energy through. I feel based on this change of perspective, change of communication, change of Needs. It's like a change of a need. Yeah, look, the 5 of Swords, that kind of argumentative energy, but it's changing. It's like the Ace of Swords, that clarity has been put into the ground. So you're standing your ground here, and you guys are manifesting. So be very careful what you're manifesting around the April period, because you're definitely bringing something in that isn't. Yeah, look, this is this is Temperance. This is balance in the reverse. So Temperance is. Temperance is, it can be reconciliation, all right? Don't allow reconciliation, or I wouldn't even be entertaining a third party. If they're in a third party, let them deal with that and let them come to you, all right? Because, yeah, if this is in balance, there's a reason that we need to let this play out. Let's see what else. Yeah, detach. So if you're trying to manifest coming together and like having this reunion, this is Justice. Let's have a look. We've also got the six of Cups here. Let's clarify, what is the Magician with the 5 of... If you are seeing like someone is, if it's not your world, it'll be their world. I think someone is manifesting arguments in order for them to see the situation they're in. Like, for example, let's say, for example, your person's got a counterpart, they're actually in a relationship at the moment. I feel like the energy here is going to be where they're manifesting arguments to try and remove themselves from that situation. Now, if it's not that, it's either you're manifesting that for you or you're manifesting it for them. But someone's manifesting a way out of a current situation, so that they're trying to escape and they're trying to come towards you. Now, the reason they're doing that is because they want this reconciliation. This is the 3 of Pentacles. They want to work with you. But again, we've got Temperance. The balance is in the reverse. So something is out of balance here. All right. Let's see. What is out of balance? What is... Yeah. The Devil energy. So either you or they have some form of attachment, codependency. Maybe they've got, you know, alcohol issues, drug issues. Maybe that they are suffering with money troubles. But there's something that is tying them into a situation that they're trying to manifest their way out of. All right. You're trying to manifest coming together. So it looks like you may both be manifesting both the destruction of what they're currently in and also the new and detached. But look, can you see the detached energy here? This is like, we have to release the old first. We can't move forward. Now that's coming. The releasing of the old, the 6 of Cups reunion is coming, but we have to deal with the situation at hand. It's like there's an energy here of trying to move quickly into this reunion energy, but the work hasn't been done. What is it that needs to happen, please, or what will happen around April time in this situation? What is going to happen? April. Yeah, look, this is the 8 of Swords. So there's someone is mentally not sure how to traverse and move out of this energy. Someone doesn't feel like can you see there? They're looking into the direction of the light and they've got 2 pathways. And at the moment, they don't know which to take. They don't know which to take. It's like they're in this no man's land of, well, if I leave, what's going to happen? And if I stay, what's going to happen? What do I do? And again, it doesn't have to be a person or relationship. This could be a parental figure. It's whatever situation is causing a detachment of the union that you guys are wanting to see happen. Yeah. This is the Hermit. Okay, so if this means that you have to go into hermit mode and to focus on you, because look, can you see the body is inside but the mind is free. The body is in a certain place but the mind can go anywhere. All right, the soul can travel anywhere, the mind can travel anywhere. If the physical body is in a certain place, that doesn't mean to say the mind or the body can't go. All right. Yeah. This is the 7 of Swords as well. So there's an illusion here. There's something about seeking the truth. So are they wearing a false mask? Are you wearing a false mask? Is someone around them wearing a false mask? Someone is about to understand that there is truth being shown to them. There is going to be some truth shown to them that maybe they hadn't realised. Maybe they didn't realise their person was, maybe they thought their person was a nice person. Maybe they thought their person wasn't a liar. Maybe they thought their person wasn't someone who, you know, was that way inclined. But it's like your person at the moment is going to start seeing for themselves that that's who they thought they were around. What they thought the third party situation was is not. It's like they're going to start becoming illuminated now in April with the truth of all things. And it's like there's layers of it. It's not just with this. It's like on every layer. It's on every kind of area. It's not just in a physical sense. It's in an emotional sense. It's in a mental sense. It's in every sense. Look, confront. Can you see the moon there? The moon is about the emotional sort of side of things. This is also about secrets. It's about illusions. Someone is confronting their own illusion and they're seeing it and they're releasing it. So let's say, for example, your person, and at the bottom of the deck is Six of Swords, healing begins. Let's say, for example, your person didn't understand what you'd said to them about their person, or didn't understand maybe you'd warned them and said, look, don't do it, you know, kind of don't entertain this, because you know there's going to be more that comes from it that, you know, maybe you can't see at the moment. And maybe you warned them and they didn't hear that, they didn't listen. They're going to hear this, they're going to listen, they're going to understand this, they're going to see this. This is what is over the course of April this person's going to go through. They're also going to be opening up, they're also going to be gaining abilities. So again, their intuitive abilities are going to increase. They're also going to have a lot more of an alignment with spirit realm. They're also going to have a definite change or shift around their abilities. I'm hearing there's definitely a clarity here, because look, the Ace of Swords, this is the clarity of belief. This is clarity of belief. So it's like they're opening up to a new world. They're opening up to a new realm. What they thought they saw and what they thought they understood is not going to be, they're going to come out of this and be like, there's a shift in them. And it's also going to reflect a shift in you. It's not just going to be them, it's going to be you as well. What you highly regard is, it's like everyone's kind of what they regard and what they prefer, their preferences. It's either going to be left or it's going to be taken on. It's like people's going to change how they feel and think about things. It's not just going to be like any one. It's like, you know, everyone loves, like, let's say, I don't know, the sun. That is going to be fairly consistent with what people will like to kind of see. Not everyone, but most people. Excuse me, I'm not tired. I'm just, when I channel, sometimes if people are drained and I pick up on that, I yawn. So apologies if that seems really rude. Apologise for that. It's not me trying to be rude. It's just I'm channeling, so I pick up on everything. There's choices. It's like, let's say, for example, if you had viewed April as just like a little sliver of hope or light, your universe is about to be opened up to the point where there's so many more choices and options, and there's so much more insight, and there's so much more clarity and colour and vibrancy than you thought there would be. It's about your perspective as well. It's like there's a shift of perspective here that's giving you a lot more than possibly you've even thought would be the case. Wow. And there's a lot of karmic release going on. Like you're shedding layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. Don't underestimate that energy. Bottom of the deck, feeling alone. This is Five of Pentacles. So sometimes we have to, you know, it's not always about doing this with another person. Sometimes we have to step into our own energy and do this ourselves. It's not so much okay, what they're saying here is that our world, our seasons are within you. So the spring, which is from the 21st of March until the 21st of June, is about sort of bringing about new things, bringing about new changes. Up until the summer months, which is the 21st of June for 3 months, when obviously things become a lot more heightened and there's more, it's at the height or the peak of the kind of lighted seasons, let's say, which is about truth and about kind of illumination. But in amongst that, and the opposite side, is obviously autumn and winter, which is where we're transitioning into the more darker months, which is about hibernation, which is about going within. And the summer is more about external. The winter is more about internal. As we're in the springtime, usually this is the time for seeking, external activities. Like we're out and about and there's a new dawn, and it's like we're in sort of this sunrise energy where it's like a new day. But we're not. We're having to, obviously, with the situation, we're having to go within, and we're having to do the opposite. Now, because we're doing the opposite, when we come into the summer, the opposite is going to happen. And it's like the illusions that you would be facing in wintertime, people are going to be facing now. And so when you get to the summer, there's going to be a lot of shifts of perspective, because if you've got a collective of people that are all going within at the same time and are all seeking that kind of insight, and because they're limited in their physical movement, that creates a massive shift, like to the point where we're all, we're not attached, we're connected. That is going to affect everyone. And this is what this refers to. But it's about a death and a release as well of things that no longer serve, and a belief and an understanding of what else is to come. Because I'm just hearing it's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good. Bomb. I'm not singing. I've already done that once on this channel and I regretted it instantly. Yeah, look, this is the Chariot. This is the Chariot. The Chariot in the traditional deck is the dark and the light horse. If we're working in unison with the dark horse and the light horse into one, which is the 5D, we're able to move forward. This is what this is about. Everyone is doing their own work. If people are wandering outside and ignoring the rules, this is not just a rule of the government. This is universal order rules. It's like we're to go within. We're to understand all the internal things for ourselves, okay? And as you can see, when we do that, we will have an instinct of our own inner senses and know what direction to go in. We will understand what it is that we're needing to do, because we can seek that inner guidance system, that navigational system within ourselves. Now, everything that we're doing at the moment is, there's a microcosm. We're in this microcosm, aren't we? But the microcosm reflects back in the macrocosm, and vice versa. So as within, so without, as above, so below. Everything is being reflected back. So if you feel like you are looking for control outside of yourself, seek the control within you. Try and balance yourself out first, because that will also reflect. If you don't understand or you can't see what's going on in the wider world, look in the inner world. If you don't understand what's happening in your immediate sort of, I don't know, house or space, look at what's going on in the immediate body, because this is what they're trying to, we're being shown signs absolutely everywhere. Now, you can sit there and go, I'm in a house, how on earth can they be showing me signs? I found a book that they want me to read for looking from a hairbrush that they have hidden from me. Then they hid my eyelash glue, and I found my pendulum and the jewellery they wanted me to wear. Now, again, you might think, well, what's jewellery got to do with anything? Everything, because they're building me. This is about me building myself as well as the world building itself. I'm a reflection of my environment, as you all are. We are one fragment of the same consciousness. So if they're dressing me, it's because I'm theirs and they are mine. It's like we are one and the same, And I ride it. I don't resist it. I just go with it, because they're teaching me these things. This is the time when we get taught a lot, and I want to learn, because I don't want to be underprepared. I don't want to be learning for the same lesson for 50 years. I want to try and be open to receive, because then I know it will help me. And this is the same energy. It's like we have to be open, and that in itself will create temperance. That will create the balance. That will create reunion. The balance of the self reflects out into the wider universe, and the balance of the world, the balance of the unions, the balance of the community, the balance of the house. But it starts here. If you balance you can balance your area. And if you can balance your area, you can balance your house. If you can balance your house, you can balance your street. And if you can balance your street, you can balance your location area. And if you can do that, you can do your country, you can do the world. But if we all do it, what would happen then? Because I know that even if let's say for example, I go into this and I focus on what I've just said there, it's going to have a positive impact. And let's say for example, not everyone did that. Am I going to get angry with it? No, because all they're doing is they're taking from themselves. This is not about, oh, he didn't do this and I've done that, because we're not in a greed, we're past that energy. We're past that energy. We're all connected here. We've got to work together. This is what this is building us towards. That will create ultimate balance, not just within ourselves, but in the wider realm. And also the heart awakening. And also the unions, the divine unions that are ready to take place after this transition happens. And also, as you can see, around the heart center, there's also that kind of energy. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to have a look to see, do you have any necklaces that are between the throat chakra and the heart chakra? Do you have any necklaces that are resting there that have any stones or crystals? Because I'm going to tell you now, I've got a feeling we need to be working on this chakra here. I feel like there's actually a new chakra that's developing here based on what we're seeing in the external here. And I feel like that's confirmation. My guides seem to say yes, there is. So what I want you to do is, if you're used to cleansing your chakras, I want you to focus on one that could also be here as well, because I feel like that's going to help with everything that's going on. On the bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords, seek the truth. We're not in a dualistic reality. We're transitioning from 3D to 5D. The curtains, the veil is being removed so we can see through. We can understand what is at the heart of all this. And they're showing us everywhere. Everywhere. Because look, this book, they made me find Stephen Hawking, A Brief History of Time. This is about time, 3-dimensional time that we are accustomed to being no longer. This is the 5 dimension. They don't have time there. There is no coincidence they made me find this book. And they hid I get it, they hid my hairbrush to do it, because it's like a physical thing, isn't it? They wanted to see if I would be really... I'm not going to a shop to get a hairbrush, that's number one, because that's ludicrous at the moment for someone to justify doing that. But this was a little test for me as well, so just don't forget there's tests everywhere. But actually, because I went with it, and because they said to me at the time, they said, if there's a reason you're not looking, you can't find this at the moment. So I left it. And then when I had time and I remembered, I looked again and I found that book and I was like, cool, I get it now. Because everything is as it needs to be. Everything, there's a time and a place for everything. And it's the same with this whole situation going on. And you would have seen signs, you would have seen synchronicities that your spirit guides and spirit team will especially be around you at the moment, trying to show you where to go next, what to do next. And I'm talking not just the next stage in your life. I'm talking the next minute, the next second. What is... Because this is the thing. This is the kind of time where you're a water. You surrender. You don't fight it. You don't fight the water. You don't fight it. You ride the wave. You work with the universe, because you're going to get most back from it that way. It's going to help you a lot. Right, what else? Because we are transitioning into 5D. This is we're all kind of transitioning here. So this is the base chakra. Okay, with all of these energies that we're gaining, we have to release the lower chakras also. All right. So again, our security is being called into question. Yes, our energy is being called into question, but there is a benefit from it, because our security needs will change and they'll shift into a higher... The basic human needs that people have at the moment are not going to be the same basic human needs. All right. Don't forget, confront the illusion. Confront the shadow self, confront the shadow side. Maybe you're sat in going, I hate being by myself, I hate being at home alone, I hate doing this. There's a reason for that. There's a good reason for that. Are you running from yourself? If you're running from yourself, it's time to walk back into yourself and to understand what it is you're trying to run for. The likeliness is this is past life related, and you probably had possibly some healing that needs to be done around a past life, possibly around maybe a lack of warmth, a lack of comfort, maybe a lack of food that you're currently purging. Because you've got to remember, if we're transitioning into 5D, when we're in 3D, we're in time, aren't we? We're in a very linear time kind of energy. We're transitioning the horizontal. So hence why We're transitioning into that, from that to that. Okay, now because we're transitioning and the veil is very thin, because we're purging and we're going into like the 5D, the older timelines that were existing, let's say via our soul, you know, our soul kind of history, let's say old past lives that maybe we suffered in a previous situation to what we're currently going through as a collective, that has to be cleansed out before this can move forward, because the timelines can't just kind of collapse into themselves. So with the timelines collapsing, obviously there's going to be a lot more of a security. Sorry about that phone call, by the way. I am taking calls in between filming at the moment. So apologies for that. Obviously diving straight back into the reading. So timelines are collapsing, and so the security of everyone's needs at the moment is being called into question. But because of that, also the illusions of things that maybe people had valued before are not going to be the same. Okay, so let's have a look. What else can you tell me, please? Leo, April. Leo signs, please, for April. Leo. Someone's resisting something here. Someone's trying not to resist something. It's like there's a stubbornness that's... It's like you're trying to run before you can walk. You've got... Yeah, someone doesn't want to... Someone wants to release something in order to gain something new. It's like you're releasing something to get something. It's like an upgrade, an increase. Wow. Wow. So while whoever this is that's making this decision, there's also someone here that from this, there's going to be a rebirth. This is the release, the death, okay? And then from the death and the release, there is actually a newfound awareness, which is the Ace of Swords, which is what I mentioned before. It's like all of these things that maybe you had previously recognized or thought of. It's like your tension shifting to what is the real truth of the matter, which is the real thing that you want, which is the real thing that you need. And that's because the Emperor knows what the Emperor wants. And the Emperor is manifesting this in. The Emperor is manifesting the choice that the Emperor made. The choice that the Emperor made has been, you know, essentially been carried out. What else can you tell me, please, for Leo, for April? And the choice is you. And put it this way, if you're the Emperor, then you choose them. And if they're the Emperor, they choose you. This is the Ace of Cups. They see where their heart lies. They see where this energy lies. They see where their love is. They see where the truth of the connection is. They see where their heart lies. It's just the tip of the ocean. You called them back into you. You've called them back. The heartbeat, obviously magnets, isn't it? It's like magnets can change the pulse of any energy, can't they? And obviously the hearts are affected by a pulse. They're affected by magnets, aren't they? And obviously the earth has a heartbeat. We have a heartbeat. And then when people are... Because obviously you've got to remember... With the earth that's transitioning into this new energy, our hearts are also transitioning into a new energy, okay? Because the earth is being reborn, we're being reborn. And so what's happening is when this person's shifting up and they're manifesting, because they're recognizing that kind of choice that they want, they're recognizing where their true north is. It's like their hearts are vibrating on the same level, and they're recognizing their choice, they're recognizing their counterpart, and so they're ushering you in. It's like a magnetic response to call you in. And so it could be that they're trying to manifest this breaking down of what's currently around them so that they can then bring you to them, you know. But this is powerful stuff. This is, as I say, the Ace of Cups, and it says love abounds. But this is the upgrade that the heart chakra is undergoing. And again, it's that intuitive knowing. It's that intuitive knowing. Right, let's pull the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards for Leo. Right, Leo for the month of April. Leo for the month of April, please, Spirit. What can you tell us, please, for Leo? Leo's month of April, please. What is the outcome? What is the outcome for Leo's? Wow. We've got independence, Bast. You are independent as is your independence is the foundation for your strength and success. And then we've got Athena, inner wisdom. It says you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So it's about trusting you and doing your own healing, working on you while your person's trying to figure this out, or while you're trying to figure this out. Work on you, because by you working on you, they'll be able to pick up on that energy. All right. Right, let's have a look. Leo. For April. What can you tell me, please? This is the romance angels. Leos, please. Leo. What is going on with Leos, please? Leo for April. What can you tell me, Spirit? We've got playfulness. So it says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay, so just connect with the inner child there. And it says, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there's definitely a deepening of a connection here. There's a higher communication level. And religious factors. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual past. So there could have been someone that maybe wasn't spiritual, that's undergoing a spiritual awakening, and that shift is allowing them to understand what they want, you know. And then we've got children. It says your love life is being affected by children. So it could be that this person is your person that you'll be having children with. It could be that there's again is a need for connecting to the inner child and playfulness. Don't forget the 5th house is about children and is about that kind of younger spirit, that inner child. And let's pull some of the Archangel Oracle cards just to finish off the reading. So April, please, for Leos. April for Leos. April, Leos. April, Leos. What can you tell me outcome for April, Leos, please? What can you tell me, please? Passion. It says, Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Last card, Spirit. What else can you tell us, please, for Leos? What is the outcome for April? What is the outcome for April? What else can you tell us, please, for Leo, April? It says teaching and learning. Keep an open mind, learn new ideas and teach these ideas to others. And then we've got hello from heaven. And it says your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. And I'm hearing bridge the gap. So I feel like someone definitely from spirit is trying to contact you, especially feathers. If you're seeing a lot of feathers, they're trying to reassure you. Bottom of the deck is peace, with that dove being released. All right, that's the bottom of the deck, and it says peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And this is Archangel Chamuel. Okay guys, this is your reading for the month of April. Hopefully that's helped. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. All my information is in the description box. If you want healings, if you want personal readings, I've got a Facebook spiritual support group, which is peer-led. So we all muck in. If we want help, we then help others. Information is in the description box. Thank you for your donations. And also I've got Amazon wish list now that is now in the information box there. If you would like to, I mean, people have asked me to create one, so I have created one. Obviously that's just if you would like to purchase a deck to obviously then be sent here that I can read from. If not, then no worries. But thank you so much for your likes, shares and subscriptions. Take good care of yourselves and have a wonderful month. Speak soon.